Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle rock, rock. Jingle bells swing, jingle, jingle bells ring. Snowing.
Hey you guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, which of course you probably are because this is a new channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Jamie. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you can stick around for the rest of Vlogmas and until forever because you're my friend now. Thank you. So hey you guys, hey you guys, long time no speak. Yeah, it wasn't my intentions to miss any days throughout Vlogmas. However, I've missed 3 days so far and I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm here to explain to you guys what happened so that hopefully you guys forgive me. It has everything to do with my job, so we're basically just gonna get right into it. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything that I could do about this situation, make sure you comment them down below because I do feel like it was unfair of me. Anyways, I'm foreshadowing. Let's get into it. A couple days ago I went to work. You guys know where I work at if you've seen my other vlogs. If you haven't, make sure you check them out. But I went to work. Of course, like usual, my schedule is Tuesday through Saturday. I usually come in an hour to 30 minutes early so that I can prep and get everything ready for the shift because I never have any help being on grill, ever. Nobody ever comes over there and help me except for my friend Deja. And of course in this story time I am going to be using fake names so that, you know, I'm protected, they're protected from slander, but I'm still going to say what I got to say because y'all was on some bullshit. But anyways, so yeah, the other day my assistant manager, let's call him Ron. So my assistant manager Ron was the lead manager of the shift that he worked on the night before that I came in, that I'm speaking about. And as a manager on the night, if we have any catering orders or anything like that, they do have to print them out so that, you know, the morning manager knows what's going on. I know what's going on as the grill cook so that I can prepare the food and make sure everything is set up for when people come and pick up their catering orders. Right, okay. Did not do that. Okay, so I come into work. Again, I come into work about 30 minutes early this day, and I have, like, we're open in shift, everything's going smoothly. At 10:50 somebody comes up and they say they have a catering order that they're about to pick up. Nobody on the shift knew that we had a catering order. We had 2 of them actually due 10 minutes back to back, and I'm on grill, so now I had to scurry hurry up and get everything ready or whatever. And on top of that, I'm also running 2 lines. I'm running the main store line and takeout line, the to-go line, right? So that day, I believe that was Thursday. So yeah, this past Thursday. So that was Thursday. Thursday was hectic. When I got off work, I was so like defeated and over it, but I did upload a video for you guys. That was the last video that you guys got. Now the next day I went in, I really wasn't on it. To be completely honest, I've been sick and tired of this job before I even started back working at this place. I've been to 2 other stores previously before I came to this one, so just keep that in mind. I know what I'm doing, I know protocols, and I also am aware of the company as a whole, their bullshit and how they groom children to basically become managers because they feel like they don't work. I mean, they're not gonna go anywhere else to work if they keep promising them things and giving them like crumbs to stick around, right? That's just how I feel about it. My camera falling. Okay, so basically Friday comes in and I come to work. And I didn't come in early. I was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. I didn't come in early that I usually do, so I came in at 8 o'clock. I was made aware that we did have a catering order that was very large that was due right at open again. And on top of that, I am doing setting up line and takeout food. Okay, grill is a 2-person job. According to the standards, I'm supposed to be deployed 2 people for my position. However, it's just been me for the past, how long have I been working there again? Like 4 months, 3 months. So whatever. I'm already aggravated because Ron, my assistant manager or whatever, instead of helping me on grill with, you know, everything that's going on, he decides to jump on prep, which is already 2 prep people, to help make guacamole and lettuce because the catering order called for it. However, there were already 2 prep people that could have been got that done, that was there at 7 o'clock. He did not tell them to do that. So it just, he's very incompetent and his communication skills is minimal. So that's where we were getting to, right? I realized that this man was not gonna come over here and help me, so basically I had to thug it out, and I'm the GOAT, so I got everything ready on time. Nobody was waiting on me. They were waiting on everything else. They were not waiting on me or my food. Now, because I had this giant catering order and I'm doing it for myself, and we have standards where we can't over make food because there's only certain hold times for, you know, for the food. So I'm trying to catch up. Now, mind you, keep in mind, like I said, I am also running food for the line and running food for takeout. Now, as the store works, both the line and takeout people are supposed to make calls. They're supposed to say, hey, I have white rice at half, I have black beans at 1/4, I have this at 10, whatever it is. They're supposed to let me know very much ahead of time, not I have something at 1/4 every 10 seconds when they need something. So that's basically what they were doing to me on Friday, the whole day, not making calls. I was behind and I did not have any help. So naturally, of course, I'm going to begin to get frustrated, and we were completely staffed except for me. I was the only one just struggling by myself because they just knew I had it on my own, you know, whatever. So basically nobody was making calls. So I made an announcement and I said, hey, you guys, can y'all please make sure y'all making y'all calls? I'm a little behind. I'm trying to catch up. I need to, you know, give me some time to catch up. Let me know if you take anything out the hot box. That's where we, you know, if I make food and the line or takeout don't need it, if we put it in the hot box until they're ready to take it. So I'm like, let me know if anything comes out the hot box. Let me know if you guys need anything. Try to make your calls way ahead of time because I'm a little behind and I'm trying to catch up. I want to make sure that we get food out through this rush because from open at 10:45 till about 2 o'clock, we're busy, non-stop busy, okay? And hey, you guys, can you make your call? The only calls I was getting was, hey, I have something at 12. I have something at 12. Like, that was their favorite number, was 12. And after saying calmly 4 times and also communicating with my manager that you need to tell your line people to please make calls because I am behind. So I'm not only letting him know what the staff is doing and how it's inconveniencing me, I'm also letting him know that I'm behind and I need help. Did he do anything about those 2 things? No. He went in the office and sat down on his phone while I was struggling, and the store was basically abusing me at this point, because that's what it felt like when you're on grill and you're trying to cook and you're literally like running around and you can't even take a breath, right? I was holding my pee for like 2 hours because of this, right? So I think I took something over to the takeout line, and one of the new girls said something like, hey, I don't know if this was called, but I have this at 12. And I'm like, no, that was not called. I will get that to you as soon as I can. Now, when I'm frustrated, I do speak strongly. However, I do not attack people, okay? I do not, oh my God, you dumbass bitch, what the fuck? I do not do any of that, right? All of this was going on. She said that, and I said what I said. I'm like, okay, well, y'all would get it in a minute. That was not called. You might be holding on it. I'm sorry, but I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm trying to get y'all everything y'all need to do, right? When you're overwhelmed and nobody is helping you, you start to get aggravated because you realize, like, I'm really busting my ass in this job, and the people that are supposed to care about my well-being and help me make my job, you know what I'm saying, make me complete my job and things like that, they're not even offering to help me. They're walking around chilling in the office on their phone, not doing shit. Now, the girl that mentioned something to me about the food, let's call her Karen, because that's just appropriate. She's a Karen. Karen was the one who said something like, hey, this is called. I don't know if it was called, and I was like, no, it wasn't. I'll get it to you, whatever. So about maybe 10 minutes after that, again, the line is saying they're sold out on chicken, they're sold out on this, they have this. Nobody has been making calls though. quiet, just moving the line, not saying nothing. I'm like, oh my, like I snapped, and I will own my shit. I snapped. However, it was not disrespectful. I said real loud, I said, oh my goodness, can y'all please make your calls? I am behind back here. It is me only. I am trying to get y'all everything y'all need. Y'all are pissing me off. And I said what I said, because y'all not doing your job properly, which is making me struggle back here doing my job, and I don't get paid enough for this. I don't. I guess Karen got offended because I made an announcement for the entire store, and she went to the back and cried her white tears, like somebody gave a fuck about your feelings because you're not doing your job. So you mad because somebody is upset that you're not doing your job? Oh my goodness. She went to the back, I guess, and I had a little moment. So I ended up, like I said, I was holding my pee for like 2 hours at this point. So I ended up going to the bathroom, and I was coming back out, and I saw her grabbing her, like she was walking out the front door with her things. So I said, I'm like, oh, you leaving? Like, what's wrong? What happened? And she's just like, I don't like being talked to like I'm crazy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you mad because I told everybody that they need to make their fucking calls? Okay, have a good day. And I walked away, and I went to go tell Brian, like, hey, your line person just walked out crying because she feels bad that I told her that she needs to make her calls, which I made that. He heard me make the announcement for everybody. It was not specifically for her. Right. So I come back. When I come back from the bathroom, I'm still trying to do, you know, everything I need to do to make sure. I don't know why. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know why my camera keep like sliding down slowly. But yeah, so I'm trying to catch up or whatever, and they're still not making their calls, still doing the same shit. So at this point I get frustrated, and I'm like, I can't deal with this right now. You need to, Ron, you need to come get on grill. I'm about to go outside and go hit my blunt because I'm about to quit. Y'all are making me feel like I'm about to quit my job. Now, up until this point, I've hated working at this place. The only reason why I came back to the store is because it's quick money, and I know that I can do the job. It's easy. I don't have to go through no training. I didn't have to do nothing. I could just go in, go straight to work, get my money. That's it. That's all, right? Right. Keep that in mind, right? So when I say this, he's just like laughing like shit is funny. And I'm like, there's nothing funny. Because all of this could have been avoided if you would have stepped in and helped me. But instead, you in the back. But I didn't say nothing because at this point, like I said, I was done. I walked out of the back door to my truck because I was about to go hit my blunt, right? Right. So, I go outside and hit my blunt. Right. Now, when I walk out the back door, Karen is in the back of the store just randomly walking around like she's fucking weird. And I don't say anything to her. I proceed straight, you know, to my car. And she decided that she wanted to speak to me and say, well, I don't appreciate how this and the third. And I was like, ma'am, I'm on my break. I got a break for 5 whole minutes. I don't really care about how you feel. Nobody in there was making calls. I made an announcement to everybody. It wasn't personal to you. If you want to take it personal and cry, that's your business. I don't care. I'm not here to coddle your feelings. And I'll proceed to walk to my truck. And she's still running off at the mouth. Yes, she is a white girl, if you're wondering. Yes, she's a white girl. We're in a predominantly white suburb of Cleveland, and it's my black ass, right? Okay. So she's just running off at the mouth, talking behind me, walking behind me, and I'm just like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Because the reality of the situation is that even though she's being the aggressor, I'm still going to be the one that's going to go to jail. I'm still going to be the one that's going to catch a case. Why? Because she's a white woman that's crying. So of course, I'm the aggressor, right? The black person. So I'm telling her, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Whole time she's on the phone with my GM. I'm going to get to that. But she's on the phone with my GM, and she's just talking reckless as fuck. And again, I tell her again, I said what I said. Nobody in there was making their calls. I made an announcement to everybody. I am not here to coddle your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck. Stop talking to me. Like, stop talking to me. I don't care. So with her whole chest and tears in her eyes, she called me a bitch, and I laughed in her face. And she was like, oh my God, you really are such a bitch. That's why don't nobody fuck with you, da 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 da. I was like, baby, it's a lot of people that fuck with me. You just not one of them fuck. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Why are you still speaking to me? Mind you, like I said, my GM is on the phone with her. So she's hearing her side of the conversation and she's hearing what I'm saying in response. So you heard me say, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I don't care. Stop talking to me multiple times. But whatever, you heard me dog her. And then when she kept walking up on me talking reckless, I asked her, did she want to fight? Because those are fighting words. Those are fighting actions. You walking up on somebody talking loud as fuck, you must want to fight. What's up? Whatever, I get in the car and I hit my blunt or whatever, and I call my friend and I'm talking to him about what's going on, and he's just like, fuck that job. Like, he's like, just go in there, try to finish out the day, and if you feel like you still want to quit, then quit. Fuck that place, right? Because I've been telling him and I've been telling myself, like, there's better coming. I'm about to move up. I have some different interviews coming up next week anyway that was already planned prior to this. So it was just crazy how shit was going down. Basically, I go back into work, still struggling, whatever. I end up basically like having a fucking breakdown, because not only am I frustrated and overwhelmed at work because people aren't doing their job, not only did I get attacked by a white bitch and I had to show such restraint because I care about my future, even though she was the one being the aggressor, I came back in there to complete my shift because I'm not a shitty person. I'm about to just leave y'all down bad, right? So when I come back, I finish all my shift, I leave. Now the GM ended up coming in for second shift. She did not say nothing to me. Now before I move on to this next part, let me explain the relationship between Karen and the GM. We're gonna call her Lala. So Karen and Lala are, quote, I'm gonna say sister wives. Karen is Lala's baby daddy's wife, and they're living together. So sister wife. Y'all are sister wives in my eyes. So she didn't say nothing. Lala didn't say nothing to me when she came in. So I just assumed, like, you know what I'm saying, the argument happened outside of, technically off out of the store, so it's not really in company property. And like I said, I had every right to go the fuck off because I was telling somebody to leave me alone and stop following me and stop trying to back me up into a space, like making me feel cornered to where I have to attack you, basically. So the next day, which is Saturday, comes around. I had already made up in my mind that Saturday was going to be my last day. I wanted to complete my check out, basically, but I knew that I wasn't coming back. There was nothing that nobody could say to me. I was sick of that place. There is nothing in there. This not my career. I don't want to be a manager here. I'm not about to get sucked into this cycle that this Mexican girl choose, you know, it just sucks people in and spits them out when they're done with them. And I'm not doing that. So when I woke up Saturday, I wrote in my journal that today was the last day at this job. There was nothing. There was more coming into my life. It was much better coming into my life. I did not need to be here. But I wanted to finish out the day. I really didn't even want to go into work on Saturday. But I went because I want my money, right? So I get to work on Saturday. Everything's fine. A couple people that weren't there the day before, I guess everybody was gossiping about it, and they took the white girl's side. Karen, they took her side because, of course, why wouldn't they? She's a white girl who got emotional, and I must be the issue, right? So Saturday comes, I work. I get off at 4 o'clock. My replacement grill cook was late. So because he was late, it threw my shit off. So I ended up staying a whole hour and a half after to help him because it was so busy. He was not set up because he was late. So I stayed because I'm a decent person and I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you cool, because I fuck with him. And I'm going to get this overtime because it's the end of the week. Okay, period. So after the shift, and mind you, Lala's been talking to me all this time. Have not mentioned nothing. Like I said, she came in the day before after the argument to do her shift. She didn't say anything to me. Okay. So she waits until 5:30 after I clock out and I'm putting on my jacket. She wants to walk up to me and she says, Jaime, we appreciate you and Karen appreciates you, but we just want to have a conversation about your attitude and your behavior because everybody in the store feels attacked by you. And I'm like, how do people feel attacked by me? Like, what do you mean? And she's just like, she felt attacked, and everybody feels attacked because the way you speak to people. And I was like, because I'm assertive, because I'm direct, because I'm holding people accountable for not doing their job, like something that you need to be doing as a GM. So I guess she took offense to that because I started laying into her, because you're not gonna come and try to paint me as the villain when I literally did not do anything wrong. So she's like, no, well, she's not the only one that feels attacked. Even I wanted to call you a bitch multiple times. And I was like, as my GM, I'm looking at her like, la, what? So I walk out her face because I know me. Okay, I've already dealt with enough for the past 2 days. We're going on day 3 of the bullshit. I'm about to walk away. So I'll grab my shit and I'll walk away. And she's just like, so you can't walk away from your GM. I was like, yes, I can, because we're both grown. And my GM would not reference me as, oh, I went to call you a bitch, when in reality, you're a weak ass GM because you never do your job. That's the reason why nobody else does their job, because y'all don't enforce shit. Y'all just come in here, kick it, and think everything is cool. And when niggas ain't doing their job and I'm over here struggling and I'm gonna hold you accountable, now I'm attacking everybody in the store. Okay, well, now I guess I'm attacking everybody in the store and I don't need to work here. So, and I said that, and she was just like, but it's no reason to call people idiots. I'm like, baby, what? So I'm like, as she was saying that, I was walking away to the drink machine, and I got my juice and I came back to the back, because I already knew this was about to be my last day, so I might as well say whatever the fuck I gotta say, right? So I go back there, and she's like, I'm like, so I just want to know who I call an idiot, because I'm black. If I'm gonna say you stupid, I'm gonna say you a dumbass bitch. And never once have I sat here and called anybody out their name. The only thing, I'm like, I made an announcement yesterday for everybody to make their calls. Karen got offended and cried, and you think I'm supposed to care about her emotions? I did not attack her. I was not even standing near her when I made the announcement. So how could she feel attacked by little old me? Like, what? Like, what? So she proceeded, she was just like, well, your attitude is an issue, and we're gonna call the area manager to see what it is that he wants to do, because, and I was like, call him for what? I asked that girl to leave me alone multiple times, and she admitted that she was on the phone with Karen while this was happening during our conversation. So I was like, if you was on the phone, you heard me admit to her, you heard me say to her to leave me alone multiple times, correct? And she said yes, correct. So somebody following behind me after I've constantly said leave me alone, and then disrespecting me by calling me out my name, and you want to try to fire me and write me up because I asked her did she want to fight after she was walking up on me? What? I'm like, you know what? Don't even bother. I quit. And I walked the fuck out, because one thing about me is I'm not about to water myself down to make white people feel comfortable in their mediocrity and their fucking whatever the fuck they got going on. Just because you feel like your privilege owes you respect when you don't give respect, no, that doesn't correlate with me. If you're not doing your job, I'm going to tell you you're not doing your job. If it's a consistent issue, and I've talked to the managers and there's still nothing correct, so now I'm going to come directly to you, because they're not going to say anything to you, but I'm on grill and y'all are making my life hard. So I'm going to tell everybody in the store I said what the fuck I said. So because I stood up for myself, because I didn't back down, because I was assertive, because I spoke my mind, and I defended myself in the face of being attacked by a fucking white woman who apparently feels attacked by me, I'm the one being recommended to be fired? Okay, well, I quit. Have a nice day. Everybody that I spoke to about the situation prior to us even having a conversation said that I wasn't wrong, because I explained to them, like, she was walking up on me, she kept walking up on me, she kept talking to me, she came into my space where my car was parked. She didn't have to walk all the way over there near me. She didn't even have to keep talking to me. She didn't have to speak to me at all when I came out the door. But because I stood up for myself and I dogged her dumb ass, now apparently I just go around attacking everybody in the store. So I spoke to a few people, and they basically said that I have a case as far as like you know, just wrongfully being fired and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'm not one to pursue anything like that. I just don't give a fuck no more. Chipotle wasn't about to be my career path. I was not about to be no fucking manager in that bitch getting paid $16 an hour to run a store. $16 an hour. You are a multi-billion-dollar company and you paying all of your managers $16 an hour. No, absolutely the fuck not. That job was a temporary placement for me to get my coins and have me some pay stubs so I can do the things that I need to do behind scenes. I didn't give a fuck, and I quit in her face, and now she about to have to find a grill cook after 2 people already just left. My friend is leaving in January, and like, now you don't have nobody. And a lot of people were saying that if I get fired, they were gonna quit because I was the one that made the store pleasant to be in and to work in, because I was the one who actually did their job. So now you just spiral down into, you already was short staffed. Now you really about to lose all your people because you wrongfully, you're doing me dirty. When I didn't deserve to be attacked. I didn't deserve to be written up for being attacked and defending myself. Like, I can't. So when I came home, I had to decompress. I had to meditate. I had to like get my shit together because I was very pissed off. I have never in my life had white tears be the reason that something happened to me. I've always seen it on TV, on TikTok, on Instagram, or whatever, but that shit real life happened to me. And she walked out. Karen walked out the store and quit. How does she still have her job? How does she still have a job? But I'm getting fired. I'm getting recommended to be fired because I stood up for myself and tried to walk away from the situation while she was being the aggressor. What? So I quit. And I don't care. And I'm actually very happy about it. I'm excited as fuck. I got a couple interviews next week. Like I said, they were already scheduled prior to even last Thursday or whatever. So God works in mysterious ways, and when he needs to clear things out of your path, he's going to clear them, and you best to believe that. And I don't regret nothing. I said what I said. I appreciate all the people that I met while I was working there. A lot of them probably gonna find this YouTube video or whatever. So what's up, gang? Make sure y'all comment down below, show some love. But yeah, that's what happened. So I had to take a break from Vlogmas because I just had to get all of that energy out of me, all that negative energy that I was holding. Like, something about this full moon in Capricorn really brought out the crazies, because not only did that shit happen at work, all of my exes been hitting me up. I got old sneaky links trying to wife me up, but they still with their baby mama and shit. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just happy that I have strong discernment about things that are about to happen. Because if I was already in my mind saying that I didn't want to work here anymore, I would have apologized and accepted the write-up, and you know what I'm saying, basically made myself the person that was in the wrong, and I was not in the wrong, and I'm gonna stand on that. So make sure y'all comment below your view on this. Do you feel like I was wrong for speaking up and standing up for myself? Do you feel like I was attacking people? Do you feel like I should have been fired for this whole situation? Or do you feel like Karen was being a Karen and she successfully won at her fucking mental game that she was playing? Because I just don't understand. I don't understand. And the real reason why I feel like it went the way it did was because my GM Lala, like I said, is her quote sister wife. Like, y'all live together, y'all raising y'all kids together, y'all should have the same baby father. Like, isn't that a conflict of interest when you're dealing with my situation? I don't know. But like I said, I don't care. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. The vlogs will be coming out until the 26th. of this month, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then we're gonna be back on our regularly scheduled program. So make sure you guys comment below. Let me know if you think that I was wrong, or do you think that the situation was wrong, or what do you feel like I should do in this situation. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can stick around for more videos. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening, and I hope you forgive me for missing a few days on Vlogmas, but I ain't missing no more, okay? And that's on period. Bye.